KOB Eyewitness News 4 at noon.
Donald Trump says he will not fire his campaign
Stand by
manager,
B.
who's now facing battery charges. We'll show you the video of the incident, plus what the other
Roll
candidates
it.
are saying.
Go to it.
And if you find it hard to see
Stand by
while
fire
you're driving
deco.
at night,
3 on the
it may
6.
not
C
be
is in
your
the
fault.
monitor.
What a new study found about the headlights on
Roll
pretty
it.
much every car out there on the road.
Dissolve.
But first, we are still on the wildfire watch today.
We will go
Fire
full on the
crews have
VO.
been battling 7 fires this week. Now, we start with the Brown fire that is burning on private land along the Bosque south of Socorro.
Dissolve.
State forestry officials say the
Super.
fire has burned around 200 acres at this
D
point.
for sound.
But crews worked through the night and
Lose.
were able to complete a bulldozer line. No buildings or structures are threatened, thankfully, but the fire certainly got a lot of attention from people living nearby when it jumped the river
Roll
yesterday.
D. Take sound.
It started
Super.
right on this side of the river, on our side, so I got a little nervous.
Lose.
And
3 on the 6
it
monitor,
kinda
Rachel.
started
8 is in
burning
the
out.
monitor.
And then we noticed it jumped over to the other side and took off.
Mike.
We
Can
do
write a little
not
3
know
of the
cause
storytellers
of
in
this
there.
fire, which again was on private
Stand by.
land.
Take.
We're also monitoring the firefighting efforts on the Moon Mountain fire that you see
We'll
right
go
here
full on
burning
this as
just
well.
east of Ruidoso. This fire is keeping students at Ruidoso High School and Middle School home for yet another day. The school district has not yet decided on when they will be reopening. Fire managers say they received additional resources to fight this fire last night. And they say better mapping means they were actually able to reduce their size estimate down to 125 acres.
Stand by B.
It's still about 30% contained, and a cause is not known just yet. There will be a public meeting about this fire. It'll be tonight at 6 p.m. at the Ruidoso High School Auxiliary Gym.
Wipe.
And just 15 miles south of the Mountain Moon Fire,
2
the Bureau of
ESSs
Indian
next.
Affairs says the firefighters had to control a small wildfire on the Mescalero-Paxi Reservation. The human-caused fire burned less than an acre.
And go to it.
Fire crews have wrapped up work
We will
on the
change it to
largest
Hay
fire
Vega
that was burning
fire.
in Lee County. The Bledsoe
Then weather
fire
deco,
burned
C
about
off the top.
3,000 acres of grass on private land north of Tatum. One abandoned structure was destroyed, but forestry officials say that the fire has been contained. And there have been now changes
Stand by
to a
weather deco,
slow-moving
then
fire
C.
in Catron County. That's near the Arizona state line. It's burned
Roll it.
5 acres south of Highway 60.
Dissolve.
All right, and this morning, Cassandra, pretty shocking. We had we had a little bit of everything, fires, and now this, the snow is up there in the foothills.
Yeah,
today.
we had a little bit of snow, and in some locations they're actually still seeing a little bit of snow. I'm going to show you that. And we may actually see a little bit more this week. And hey, any bit helps because it has been so dry in the month of March. Take a look at this. This is some of the stats. We have an 8-way tie for the driest March ever on record. You can see the years listed there all the way from 1902 to 2002. We have one
out of
more
weather,
day in
3
April,
OTS.
and now these
D
numbers
is
sitting at
sound.
a trace of rain or moisture, I should say, and we're sitting at a trace now. We may have picked up a little bit from some of that moisture early this morning, but we'll wait and see what the National Weather Service says. Outside now, there's still a few spots of some of that snowfall. This is at higher elevations as we get you up towards Cuba,
zoom out a little, please.
and a little bit of moisture as we get you just south of Grants. That's actually starting to fizzle up, but we're going to continue to watch that. One good news today, winds are starting to go down, which means our fire threat's going down as well. I'll have more details on that coming up.
Take.
Former UFC champ
D
John Bones Jones is being held in jail without bond for violating his probation. It's because of last week's traffic stop where he lost his temper with an officer.
Roll it. Take.
I can't believe you. You're ridiculous.
Just doing my job.
No, you're not doing your job. You're picking me this Corvette out for no reason and blaming me for all this that you know isn't true.
Mike. Super.
An APD officer pulled Jones over on Thursday, accusing him of drag racing. Jones was on probation for leaving the scene of a crash involving a pregnant woman last year. This all comes about 2 months after we caught up with Jones while he was giving a motivational speech to inmates as part of his punishment. And at the time, he told us the whole situation was a blessing in disguise.
Roll A. Take.
It's been a great opportunity and experience for me.
Super.
For the judge to give me that assignment has helped me grow so much as a person, as a man, as a father.
Mike.
He's expected to appear in court on April
Standby
5th
B.
for his
Roll it.
drag racing
Light.
citations. Welcome back. It's 12:15 right now. A new blood test could help detect concussions without the need for radiation-exposing scans. The test was developed by researchers at Orlando
We'll
Health.
put B in the storyteller
It measures
next.
levels of a protein that gets released into the bloodstream during a head injury. A 3-year study found the test is 97% accurate. It's also able to determine if patients needed life-saving surgery. Experts say the test is especially beneficial for the younger crowd because it spares them from unnecessary exposure to radiation. Oh, flu season. It is still hitting our state hard, but the New Mexico Department of Health says this year getting the flu vaccine
C is in the storyteller
will
next.
significantly reduce your risk of getting it. They say that the chances go down about 60% actually. At least 13 people in our state have died from flu-related illnesses just this season. All right, you know
D
it
is a
essential
package.
to have a carbon monoxide alarm in your home, but would you ever think to have one in your garage? Safety experts say that a common feature on many new cars, we're talking about the keyless ignition system, is leading to an increasing number of drivers who accidentally leave their cars running, filling their homes with deadly fumes. Here's NBC's Tom Costello with more.
Roll it. Take.
By her own admission, it was a careless, almost deadly mistake.
To see my son in my arms pass out from the lack of oxygen was a moment that I would never wish on anyone.
Constance Pito had just returned home, still dialed into a
Sean
conference
should
call
come in
from
at
work.
59. This is
Distracted
146.
enough that when she
Standard
pulled
out.
into the garage, she forgot to push the button to shut down the car engine. Over the next 5 hours, as they slept, carbon monoxide filled their apartment above the garage. Thankfully, at 1 a.m., her son Parker awoke screaming from an intense headache. Dizzy and sick, Constance decided to drive them both to the hospital.
When I opened the garage door, that's when I got hit with the wave of exhaust.
A close call. Firefighters said another 20 minutes could have been fatal. It's happened across the country. KidsAndCars.org reports at least 21 deaths and 39 non-fatal poisonings. Outside Chicago, the bodies of a husband and wife found by their son, a firefighter.
It's not just older drivers that are making the mistakes. We're finding that younger drivers are also making those mistakes.
It's an easy mistake to
Tom
make,
comes in at
especially if you have
104.
a key fob and there's no place to plug it in. You pull into the garage, you hit the park button, but you forget there's one more button you gotta push, and that is the engine stop button. I gotta say,
Out of this
I've done
3
it
full,
myself.
then A.
Safety advocates want an alarm or software patch to shut down unattended cars.
At the end of the day, what needs to happen is an automatic shutoff device.
Government safety regulators are studying the issue, while the auto industry, facing several lawsuits, insists safety is a top priority and is working to further develop best practices.
About 10 seconds here.
Though some car makers have already added a fix. Constance is just glad she and Parker lived
Stand
to
by.
warn others.
3.
Tom Costello, NBC News,
Mike,
Washington.
take.
All right, well, here's
A
some
is
advice
next.
for people looking to make a good first impression on their next dates. Maintain
Roll it.
an open posture.
Take.
An analysis of more than 100 speed dating videos found having an open, expansive body posture nearly double the odds of getting a high attraction
202
rating
next for weather.
and the green light for a second date. I see all the guys in our floor crew are taking notes right now. A similar look on
Stand by.
online dating profiles also got a more favorable
And